Hi guys, welcome back to whatever day it is of HolidAMY, I don't know anymore. You're going to have to bear with me. I am not sick anymore, but the remnants of it. Also, we're right by the window today, so things are gonna get extra rowdy on the street. The remnants of like phlegm and snot is still in like the halfway point between my nose and my throat, so it's like impossible to get out, and it's really, really annoying, and I'm sick of it. I'm so sick of it. I can't even like, I have to clear my throat every 5 seconds, and it's just the name of the game when I'm trying to upload every other day and I'm out of videos to edit and I have to film more. So you're gonna have to bear with my nasally, nasty, phlegmy, snotty voice. But hi, hello, how are we doing? Today I am in my office, which like I normally film way back there, but sometimes I just like to sit right by the window and just film in natural light, which is what we're doing today. And we're just chilling today. We're going to film a Q&A-me, a HolidAMY Q&A-me. I asked you guys on Instagram if you would rather see a Q&A or a winter like faves video, which to be honest, the winter faves won by a little bit, but I got such good fun questions that I didn't want to just like not do the Q&A. And also I feel like it's a little late in the Christmas HolidAMY season to be doing a winter fave, so I'll try to do that earlier next year. And also I'll be answering like some of my faves in the Q&A, so I figured we're just gonna chill today and do this. So yeah, I'm just gonna find the questions on my phone and we're gonna get to it. I'm kind of gonna like hit the ones that were asked a lot. I should have prefaced it by please don't ask about kids, but kids was a #1 question. And I know a lot of you guys are asking with love, so I'm not trying to like be rude or anything, but the pressure of the questions of when are you having kids is a lot, and it comes from everybody. It's just like pressure that I don't care to feel. And you know, we have a little bit of a plan in mind, but like also we've changed the plan a couple of times, and also like we could plan all we want, who knows what will actually happen. And then in the same vein, when will we get a dog? Our landlord will only let us get like a really small dog, which we don't really care for. To be honest, I didn't like small dogs until we got Tuna, my brother's dog. I really didn't care for small dogs. Now I love all kinds of dogs, but the kinds of dogs me and Bradley wants are like really big dogs, and so I think we're gonna have to wait till we're in a bigger place. I mean, well, who knows? If we find a little dog that we love and it will work in our apartment life, fine. And then another like top tier question was, are we moving into a house anytime soon? That, you know, is always the goal, obviously. I reposted a meme the other day that said like, hustle now so your dogs can have the backyard that they deserve later. And so, you know, we're hustling, we're trying. We obviously eventually want to be in a house so we can have all the kids and all the dogs we want, but like there's no plans as of right now. We are happy in this apartment. We love this apartment. I love the location of this apartment. So yeah, we're happy where we are now, but if it happens, that'll be great too. A lot of questions about what our holiday plans are and like how we break it up between families. So if you don't know, we are both from California, but my parents retired to North Carolina, I think like 10 years ago. And so I, for the last 10 or so years, have been spending Christmas there. And obviously Bradley's family is here, well not obviously, but Bradley's family is here in Southern California, so it's not much of a, we can't do both in one day kind of thing, which would be nice, but it also would be exhausting. But for now, we switch off years and we're on the same year as my brother and his wife so that we can all be together at Christmas, and this year is my family's year. So yeah, last year we spent it with Bradley's family, but we always go back to North Carolina during the winter time. So we usually, instead of doing Thanksgiving and Christmas, we usually split it up between Christmas and New Year's, since my brother and his wife are already gonna be back east anyway. Just makes sense for them to get on a plane and come to my parents' house before they come home. So that's how we normally do it. This year is my family's year. And then again, we'll have like a second Christmas with Bradley's family when we get back. But that's just how we kind of do things. I'm sure things will change once we have kids, as I'm going to be very passionate about wanting my kids to like wake up in their own house, you know, because that was just so magical for me as a child, like on Christmas, I mean. So again, we'll see. All these plans, you can't really know anything for sure, but we'll see. So a lot of these are Christmas related, but some of them aren't. So I'm just going to go through, I'm going to try to go through quite a bit just because I think a lot of them are fun. This one says, do you still use Bath & Body Works candles? If so, what's your favorite Christmas scent? I do not. I have one Bath & Body Works candle left right back there. It's the Vampire's Blood candle, and I used to love it. For some reason, like I stopped using Bath & Body Works candles so intensely, and then now when I try to use them, they give me a headache. I find them so like potent and strong and like not in a good way. My favorite Christmas one used to be the Twisted Peppermint. That one was so good. It was like vanilla and peppermint. It smelled incredible. But yeah, I don't shop at Bath & Body Works at all anymore, which like if you told me that 10 years ago, I'd be like, Excuse me. Okay, also though, I do still shop there for my body splash, but that's the only thing. I don't use their candles anymore. I don't use wallflowers anymore. I don't use their bath shower gel anymore. I've upgraded in life and I can do better, and I have been doing better, and my skin thanks me for it, and my nose and my head, because they just give me a headache. I still do burn Yankee candles though, and my two favorite Christmas Yankee candles are Christmas Eve. It's my #1 favorite. It doesn't really smell like Christmas, but it smells like home to me because my mom always burned that during Christmas time. So I have a bunch of those, and then I also like the Christmas cookie. Somebody asked, do you miss acting? Would you ever do it again? For those of you that don't know, I have my Bachelor of Fine Arts in musical theater. At school, we did take like on-camera acting classes, and like, I hated it. Musical theater I love. Like if I haven't done it in a while, but I will probably make a return to it someday. I love musical theater, and in that sense, I don't mind acting, but I hated acting class. Like, I hated it. And I think it's because I'm somebody who's like in my head too much. So like the mumbo jumbo of like all the exercises and all that, I was just like, no thanks. I think like acting in commercials would be fun, or like being in funny things, but then you have to go to improv school, which is 10 times worse than acting class. I just can't do it. So I don't miss it at all. I miss musical theater. When I'm like singing and acting, that's a different story, but like on camera, no, not for me. Top 3 favorite Christmas movies. That is hard. #1, Christmas Vacation. #2, ooh, this is so hard. It's probably Elf. Elf like changed my life when I saw it. Like, I thought I was going to die. I was laughing so hard at Elf in theaters. I love Disney's version of A Christmas Carol, the like little cartoon short. I love The Holiday. Oh, it probably has to be The Holiday, huh? Yeah, we're going with that. So that's such a white, basic bitch answer, but Christmas Vacation, Elf, and The Holiday. We got a few questions about will we ever move out of LA, and like, of course we can't never say never, but we don't see ourselves moving out of LA. We both grew up here. We both really love In-N-Out and Disneyland. I don't know, yeah, like somebody asked if we would move to North Carolina. I love it there, but I don't want to live there. Yeah, like most of our family is here. Like my siblings are still here. His whole family is here. I'm hoping my parents are gonna come back someday. But yeah, I love SoCal. I would be sad to leave it. It is obviously more expensive than living in other places, but it's home and it's worth it. So yeah, and there's like, you know, suburb areas. Where I grew up in Santa Clarita is technically LA, but it's not like LA, so it's much cheaper. I could definitely see us moving back there at some point. So, well, somebody asked how you doing. That's so cute. I am okay. I have opened up lately about my struggles with mainly OCD, which I've had my whole life, but I think the year of the wedding and the stress of the wedding like did something. It's almost like my brain wants to sabotage me when I'm happy, which we're getting deep, but I truly am like that. I don't understand. Like the year of the wedding, I was so happy. I was so excited. I'd, you know, get to marry the love of my life. I get to have this big fun party that we've been planning. Like me and Riley talked about wedding like 3 months in, like we were those crazy people, but I was so happy, and I didn't understand like why my OCD was attacking me and trying to make me unhappy. And I don't really want to get into like the depths of my OCD. I'm feeling too vulnerable for that. But this past year, I told Bradley yesterday, this has been a great year, but it's also been a very hard year, mainly because of my OCD, and I'm trying to get it in frickin' control, but it's hard. You know, I hope someday to like have it somewhat behind me and I can share all that, but right now I am just nowhere near it. I tried medication. I'm currently going off the medication because it did nothing except maybe make it worse. So yeah, the goal for 2020 is to find, this is like more information than anybody wanted, but I'm sharing it. I would like to find a therapist, a psychiatrist, whatever, that specializes in OCD and CBT therapy, because I tried to find a therapist, but I wasn't having luck, and I've heard that it's like a gamble of like, you see ones you hate and whatever, but it just kind of turned me off from the whole thing. And also like that first therapy appointment where you're just like spilling your life, to have to keep doing that over and over with somebody new, it's kind of like, oh my god. The obstacle of finding a therapist has been not fun, but I will find one. Year of 2020 will be working on myself, especially if I want to have kids. Like I want to have more of a like control over my OCD, which I also understand I need to be patient with myself, and that I know that I cannot help this. I know that like this is not what I want to be thinking about. This is not what I want to be doing. And I have chemical imbalances in my brain and I can't help it, but I know that I can retrain my brain. I know that there's hope. So that's kind of where we're at. kind of like right at the beginning of fall was really, really rough, and it's been better since then. But OCD aside, I'm doing good. Work has been really, really great, and I get a lot of questions about what my work is. This is my work. After 6 years, I can say that this is my full-time job, and it makes me so happy. Yeah, and then of course the Young Living business as well has really, really helped me and been incredible. And then I do have my Etsy business, so I work from home. I technically have 3 jobs. They keep me busy. I do need to be better about time management in the new year. I don't even remember what the question was. I'm just talking. Oh, it was asking me how I am. Work has been great. So that has been a really positive thing about this year, is that work has only gotten better. And I love it. The fact that this is my job, I love it. I love doing this. I genuinely love filming. I love editing. I love the business side of things. Like, I love it. So work has been great. Me and Bradley are great. My whole family's great. I did post the other day about how, well, you guys know that we lost our family dog this year. And I posted on Instagram the other night because I was having a little bit of a sob, a little bit of a cry fest. This will be my first time going back to North Carolina since Red passed away. I'm obviously really excited about Christmas because it's with my family this year, and I just love being home for Christmas and with my whole family, but I am also slightly dreading going there because I haven't been there without Red in the house. Also, I need to not cry because I have glitter in my eyes and I'll probably die if I get that inside my eyeballs. But it is my first time going there without Red inside the house, and I just know it's gonna break my heart and I'm gonna be sobbing a lot. But I have to do it, you know? I have to do it, and I can't even imagine how my parents feel with actually like living there. So it's gonna be hard, but I'm okay. That was the question, was how are you? I'm good. I am good. I'm working on myself. Somebody said, what's your favorite random couple hobby/activity you and Bradley do? I don't know. The great thing about Bradley for me is that he loved Disney as much as I did. I remember like dating people in the past and they would like make fun of me for my love of Disney, or like just not be down to go with me to Disneyland, but Bradley like instantly, like he got a pass and we have gone like once a month ever since. We share the like love for the history of Disney and like the behind the scenes stuff. Like we're loving the Imagineering show and we're just into a lot of the same things. We met doing a musical theater show and he went to school for theater as well. So we just have a lot of the same interests. So that in itself, I guess, kind of like builds in hobbies. Like we go to see shows. Hobbies, I guess, are those hobbies? I'm not really sure. We go on hikes sometimes, but not because I enjoy them, because I need some exercise. We like to cook together. That's kind of a hobby. We just enjoy doing everything together, which is really sappy and sentimental, but like I truly just like found my ultimate life partner. Like I enjoy doing everything with him, and yeah. Somebody asked me about what Christmas traditions me and Bradley have. We really only have one, and we're doing it tomorrow. Actually, I'm really excited. We've already have done it by the time you see this, but there is a street in my hometown of Santa Clarita. I think it's more towards like Saugus, but it's called Candy Cane Lane, and the entire street like goes ham on the Christmas lights, and it's crazy. I'm sure if you've followed me on Instagram for a while, I post it every year. We like hang lights across the street from like house to house, and it's really, really fun. And although it's the same every year, we always go and we walk around. We always go and walk around, and then we go to Chi-Chi's afterwards, which is like, oh my God, if you are in Santa Clarita, or I think some places in the valley also has Chi-Chi's. It's the best spaghetti of my life. So we always go to Candy Cane Lane, and then we go have a date night at Chi-Chi's, and it is our holiday date night. We do it every year. We also usually have like a Christmas Disneyland day. We both recently like went down to the very like least pass that we could have, like the cheapest one, just because like we do have the flexibility to go on the days it allows, and it's just much cheaper and more affordable. A lot of people ask like, how do you afford that? I have the cheapest pass. We're blocked as of now, and we didn't get to go because the day that we were planned to go, I got hit with this nasty cold, and I was like, there is no way I can go. So those are like our two things, Disneyland and Candy Cane Lane. We like to make Christmas cookies, you know, just Christmassy things. Do you ever listen to music that isn't pop? For the majority, I do listen to pop. This year I've been really enjoying some more R&B artists, which I've always enjoyed R&B. Like growing up, I was a hip hop dancer. It's weird, but it's true. But I was into like Maya and Brandy and just like random ass R&B people, and still this year I found myself like gravitating towards that. Like even my favorite Ariana Grande was put out more of an R&B album, which was great. JoJo has taken an R&B, well, she's already always been R&B, but like now it's like straight smooth R&B. I really enjoyed her this year, India Ari. I'm sorry, I have an itch on my nose. But yeah, for the most part, it's just pop. Maybe with some R&B and alternative thrown in there, but like not a lot. I don't care for country music, which I'm so sorry. I know a lot of people do, but I hate it for the most part. Bradley loves it. I don't know what it is, but it like makes me want to die, which doesn't make sense because I have Southern roots. Both my parents are Southern. My entire like extended family is Southern, but I just find I hate it. So, I mean, I don't hate all of it. I love Hunter Hayes. I love Carrie Underwood. Who doesn't love Rascal Flatts? But like some of the more just like traditional, like let's get in my truck songs, I can't deal with. Somebody says, do you have a favorite Broadway show that you've seen or want to see? I mean, I have like my favorite show, which is Phantom of the Opera, which I've seen on Broadway several times. And the last time I saw it, I saw my favorite Sierra Boggess play, Christine, and I'm kind of like, I don't know if I ever want to see it again because that was like ultimate. So I don't know, I guess that's my answer. There's nothing I'm dying to see on Broadway right now. You guys, my nose itches so bad. Nothing I'm dying to see, which I think a lot of you would be surprised that I'm not dying to see Beetlejuice. I refuse to know anything about Beetlejuice because Beetlejuice would never sing. You can't have that as a musical because Beetlejuice, in its true form, would never sing ever, and neither would Lydia. I do not support the Beetlejuice musical, which a lot of you already know. I don't want to see that. I do want to see Hamilton, which I know is like touring, so I can eventually see that sometime in life. Yeah, I don't know. I've also kind of like lost touch with the Broadway world until like the Tonys come around and teach me what I need to see. Oh, I would love to see Jordan Fisher play Evan Hansen because we love Jordan Fisher in this household. Favorite Magic Kingdom restaurant? Besides, no, I mean, Be Our Guest is fun and cool. No, I mean, it is worth it. It's great. I couldn't get us in there this last time. I fought so hard to get us into Be Our Guest and Ohana, and I succeeded on Ohana. I did not succeed on Be Our Guest. Well, I did, but then it was a random time we didn't want to go, so whatever. Be Our Guest is great. If you can get a reservation there, it is totally worth it. It is beautiful. If you're a Beauty and the Beast fan, it's great. My favorite Magic Kingdom restaurant is Pecos Bill, or Pecos Bill, I don't know how you say it. It is in Frontierland, like by the Country Bear Jamboree. It's Mexican food. It is incredible. So that is definitely my favorite Magic Kingdom restaurant. What's your favorite Elvis Christmas song? Blue Christmas definitely comes to mind, so we're gonna say that. Somebody asked about family traditions for Christmas. I mean, we used to. We live in a different house now, and we're obviously not children anymore, but things that remain true is we make sausage balls every Christmas morning, and by we, I mean my dad. I don't do anything, but we do have a recipe video on that. I will link it up in the corner. My dad joined me on my channel. I think that was like 5 years ago to make sausage balls, and they're incredible. They're very easy, very unhealthy, but they are life-changing. So we have those every Christmas morning. Then we just like open presents, hang out. We have our Christmas feast, which my dad makes. We call it the roast beast, like from Dr. Seuss. I think it's just beef. I don't know what it is, but it's the roast beast, and we just hang out, we chill. Somebody asked, can you please do another vlog with your family during Christmas? A lot of you guys were so nice and loving and supportive of like my family in the Disney World vlog, which if you haven't watched it, I will link it up there. It's a very good like insight into what it like my family dynamic is. Like it really showed through in that video. And so yeah, I can vlog while I'm in North Carolina. It might be more of like a vlog slash like week in my lifestyle video, but I definitely plan on bringing the camera and saying what's up. My top 5 highlights of this year and why. I'm pretty sure you mean like moments, but my mind went to makeup, but we'll stick with moments. Oh, I don't even know. I don't even know how to number these, but the one that comes to mind is I turned 30 this year, which was awesome. I had an incredible birthday, so that was a great highlight of my year, and it just feels good. Like there was a lot of like, not like dread, but like a lot of like hype leading up to 30, and it just feels nice to finally be there, and like I didn't die, I'm fine. Like 30's not so bad, so that felt good, and it just feels, I don't know, I can't believe I'm 30. It's so weird. Me and Bradley had our first wedding anniversary, which is so cool. I cannot believe we've already been married for over a year, because it seems like it was just frickin' yesterday. Another major highlight was my whole family going to Disney World, like I just mentioned. It was the trip of a lifetime. I'm always like so happy at Disney World, and just to be there with my whole family was really, really, really fun and cool. So I will always cherish that. I had a lot of friends get married this year, which was awesome. I enjoyed that. And like in particular, I was thinking about my friend Chatty, who got married to her wife Alyssa, and we traveled to Joshua Tree for it because it was like in the desert a little bit, and me and Bradley just had the best time. So that was definitely a highlight of the year. And I'm probably forgetting a lot of things, but those are some highlights of my year. Ooh, somebody said favorite seasonal item for Trader Joe's all seasons. Ooh, what a question. I can't think about any spring or summer like releases at the moment, but I'll answer fall and winter. So fall is definitely the pumpkin cream cheese and the butternut squash mac and cheese. Both of those are gone now and I'm so upset about it, but I wish I stockpiled on the cream cheese. I think I only have 2 boxes left in the freezer of the butternut squash mac and cheese, but it is so good. It's so good. I need some water. And then for winter, I enjoy the peppermint pretzel slims. So they're basically like they're slim pretzels dipped in like white chocolate and peppermint. They're so good. And then also the cauliflower and onion dip. It's like in the frozen section. It's right by the spinach and artichoke dip. It is so good. So I also have 4 of those in the freezer right now because I know it'll go away and I'll be so upset, but it's life-changing. Oh, I love this question. Favorite wedding guest outfit, which that was something me and Bradley were really excited about because we were kind of like, we were demanding with our friends, but we did tell them like, we want you to pull out all the stops. Like we want you to look good and fancy and bring it. And so that was one of the things we were really excited about, is to see all of our friends dressed up and like what they wore and all that stuff. My favorite like wedding guest, which includes like, she brought me my favorite gift I received. She was my best dressed and I was just really touched. She flew all this way for my wedding. My friend Jordan Thorne, who lives in London, and growing up she was, she was practically my cousin. We spent all holidays with the Thorns. If you guys have been around my channel for a while, Justin Thorne, you know him, it's his sister, but she's been living in London, so she flew all this way for my wedding, which number one, I was like, wow, that is so nice. Gave me my favorite wedding gift that I received, which is the like star map of our date and location of our wedding, and she was my best dressed. She looked amazing. She looked like Ariana Grande. She had a very slicked back, sleek ponytail. Her makeup looked amazing. She had like long, beautiful earrings, and she wore this like beautiful blue dress that had cutouts on the side, and it just was like, it was stunning. And like people kept like asking like, who is that? And I'm like, that's Jordan Thorne. She showed up to this wedding. I loved that question. Somebody asked, what does Bradley think of your YouTube life? He loves it. Something about Bradley that I loved instantly was his support of what I wanted to do. You know, I've always enjoyed doing this, and I used to have like jobs on the side, and it wasn't always like the breadwinner for me, but I wanted to work my way up to that. I liked, and I don't want to say I'm doing this for the money, but just the fact that this is other people's careers, I wanted it to be my career as well because I love it so much. I love creating, I love sharing, I love what I do. And so this has always been the goal, and you know, telling people that at first, especially like 6 years ago when it wasn't as big of a thing as it is now, it's kind of like, I'm sorry, you sit in your room and you talk to a camera. But he was always super understanding of it, and he's so supportive, and that was probably so supportive of everything I do, which is like the ultimate dream. But yeah, my college boyfriend, college is when I first got into YouTube, and I wanted to make my own videos, but my current boyfriend then would make fun of me, and so I stopped doing it. I mean, not that I really cared what he thought, but like, just like the difference between that was nice. And he loves it. He's very supportive. He loves you guys. He loves to be on the channel. You know, he's constantly giving me ideas and feedback, and he's very supportive. And yeah. Somebody asked, what are your long-term career goals? I don't really know. I would love to do this for as long as I want to. The whole like point behind me wanting to do this also is that I would like to be a like work from home mom. Long-term career goal would just be to like keep building up on this like at home empire, we'll call it. You know, I mostly want to expand upon this. Like there's so many brands I still want to work with and so many types of videos I still want to make, and I just want to continue sharing in a positive and informative but very real way, because there's a lot of YouTubers out there who like honestly have like lost touch with reality. And no, like I'm not trying to bash anybody, but just like I always want to be super real and raw with you guys, and well, as much as I'm comfortable being. Yeah, that's kind of the long-term goal, is more of the same. Has Bradley used any of your Lush bath bombs for his own bath? Yes, Bradley from like time to time, it'll be like late at night, he'll be like, I'd like to take a bath. And that's kind of like my hint to like go make him a bath cocktail. I have so much Lush stuff that I have no problem letting him use a bath bomb. I don't know if he like even enjoys it, but we throw it in the tub because it's fun and it makes bubbles and colors. So yes, he does. Oh, someone said, just want to send love. I know Christmas at home will be hard. We're here for you. That's so nice. You guys are so nice to me. It's going to be hard and weird for sure, but hopefully it'll be great. I just wish I'd like gone home before Christmas to like get it out of the way, but it may not have even made it any easier. I feel like going there without him for a while is gonna be hard. If you could come up with one makeup item for a collab, what would it be? No, the number one thing it wouldn't be makeup, it would be a nail polish. That would be the ultimate goal. That would be incredible. But if it was a makeup item, it would be blush, because that is my favorite. What's your favorite and least favorite ride at Epcot? Ooh. Favorite, definitely Figment. I love Figment. I also do love Spaceship Earth, but like Figment is just life-changing. I also love the land, but Figment is number one. Least favorite, I don't know. There's no like bad rides there. I love Frozen, I love Three Caballeros. I rode Test Track, I didn't love it, so I didn't do it again. I will not ride Mission Space, so maybe that's my least favorite, but I'm too afraid to ride that one. Somebody asked, is Shanghai/Hong Kong Disneyland in the future? I really hope so. I have to ride Phantom Manor because Danny Elfman did the music and that's like their version of Haunted Mansion. I have to ride that before I die, so yes. We'll put it out in the universe. Yes, that's in the future. Somebody asked what my favorite TV show is. Definitely Sex and the City. Love it. But if we're going like more off this year, my favorite TV show of 2019 was The Fosse Show. It was incredible. Just like incredible storytelling, great acting, and like a subject I'm passionate about, musical theater. It was great. You should watch it if you haven't. And we'll do one more question. What's your number one tip for a happy marriage? Well, I'm not an expert. I've only been married for a year. It's hard to speak on everybody else's behalf because couples are all so different, but me and Bradley just like really mesh well together. Like we just get along. That's never been an issue for us, but I would say the number one thing would be communication. If something is bothering you, you let him know and you talk it out, and that way you're not bottling things up, and it's just healthier that way. So I guess that would, for any relationship though, communication. Your friends, your parents, your siblings, communicate. Communicate. But okay guys, that is it. I hope you enjoyed this video. I feel like I answered so many questions. I feel like I've been filming for years. But yeah, I love you guys. If you haven't subscribed yet, I am uploading every other day until Christmas. I don't know why anybody who isn't subscribed would watch this video, so never mind. But if that's you for some reason, please subscribe. I'll have my face right here. I'll have some of my HolidAMY videos you can click and watch if you've missed those. But yeah, I love you guys. I'll see you very soon and I hope you have a great day. Bye.